Hey families, Pastor Laine here with another Fearless Family 5 minutes of encouragement for the day. Well, today we want to encourage you guys to remove the fear of doing family devotionals. We want to give you the confidence to disciple your family without the worry of having to spend hours preparing for it. Stick around for a few quick tips on having RAV Devos. Well, I've got to be honest with you. I'm really not speaking from a position of strength when it comes to leading my family in devotions. You know, when my kids were little, the thought of having a family devotion literally paralyzed me. You know, I'd come home from work, we'd have dinner, everything would be going great. And then Laura would pop in and all of a sudden say, hey, let's have a Devo in about 15 minutes. Well, I would immediately get the cold sweats thinking of everything I had to do to pull off this seminary-worthy lesson full of charts and graphs and spreadsheets. The thought literally froze me in my tracks, really to the point where oftentimes more than not, I wouldn't do one at all. You know, it was actually rare that I actually pulled off that perfect executed Devo. You know, parents, learn from my lessons. They don't have to be perfect. In fact, instead of having perfect Devos, have RAV Devos. That's R-A-V. It's a lesson I learned from a good buddy back in Texas, a young father named Josh, and he taught me how to remove the anxiety of having these devotions and just really keeping it simple. So, guys, are you ready for some parenting pro tips on having family devotions? Here we go. Okay, pro tip number 1, choose an age-appropriate Bible. Parents, don't be pulling out the family 5-inch thick King Jimmy version. Get something that's age appropriate. Number 2, there are so many Bible apps out there that make your jobs easier whenever you're doing family devos. Y'all stay tuned to the end of this and we'll make sure that we list those resources there. Number 3, choose one of 3 different ways to present it to your kids. Read, act, or video. RAV Devos. So what does that look like? Read. Super simple. Pull out the children's story out of the Bible and read it to your kids. Have 1 or 2 questions to talk about afterwards. Your kids are usually very open to talk about, especially at bedtime. It's a great way to reach your children's heart and create some great dialogue. Act. Now, I'll tell you right now, guys, this is probably going to be the most popular with your kids, and it's very simple again. Read the story just like you did before, but then live the story by acting it out. And I know that sounds scary for some that aren't very creative. I know it's going to take a little bit more time, but you don't have to do this all on your own. Talk to your spouse about it. Include your kids. Use whatever you have around the house. Pillows, blankets, couch cushions. If you've got a spare wig laying around somewhere, if you don't have a wig, use a mop. Heck, use the dog. It doesn't really matter. Just make sure that you're including the whole family in this. We've got an example here real quick with Pastor Chris and Grace as they are teaching their kids the walls of Jericho. Y'all take a look.
You guys ready?
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hooray.
After Moses died, God gave his people a new leader. His name was Joshua, which means the Lord saves. Eli, tell everybody what we're doing.
We're gonna build the city of Jericho.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. Let's build. Pushing.
Wow! Wow!
A
What a
Jerichoan
rush.
is dead.
That was amazing.
Parents, there are so many Bible stories out there that are easy to act out. You've got David and Goliath. You've got Jonah in the well, Balaam's donkey. You've got Daniel in the lion's den. You've got David and Bathsheba. You've got... Wait a minute. Back that up. On second thought, I don't quite recommend that last one. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Pick one and live it out. Your kids are going to enjoy it and they're going to remember it more. All right, finally, video. Let's just face it, there's going to be those days where there's nothing left of the take. You're spent. It's just so much easier to pop in a video and let it do the heavy lifting. That's okay. We have Parent Cue, which is the app that we use here at our church. It follows along with what we study on Sunday morning. So we've got a weekly video for that. Be sure and use that resource, but make sure after the video, you still have some discussion time that you talk with your kids about it. And that's it. Easy as RAV. Now parents, it's your turn. We want you to film yourself acting out one of these videos and then upload it to social media. Tag Fearless Church and don't forget to hashtag RavDevos. Help us inspire other families out there to do the same. I look forward to seeing your videos in the future. Until then, this is Pastor Laine signing off for another Fearless Family 5. Don't forget, hashtag RavDevos.